What's up, everyone? As you can see, I'm using my XSplit on my laptop so I can use my webcam and kind of, let you see how I'm doing. I'm doing awesome. Thanks for asking. You're awesome. But instead of me being kind of crazy here, we're going to be talking about the Foundry today, which is down here. Okay, now the Foundry, see as it says, build new gear from blueprints and components. It's new gear, warframes, weapons. So we're going to talk about that. First, I want to highlight the alert missions over here to the side. And I know I'm pointing, and it's probably on a different side. It's actually on this side for you, I believe. But anywho, as you can see, alert missions, there are a lot up right now, and I do need to do a couple of these. This one, Spear, Suspicious Shipment, has a Forma that is up, and Forma are very formidable and useful for building loads of things. And also, you can put a Forma on your Warframe and actually change aura slots and stuff like that. Hold up. I want to make sure I'm saying that right. Is it Forma? Let me go to my arsenal just to make sure. Upgrade. Yes, you can Forma it. I just want to make sure I was saying it right. Yeah, it's right here. It's Polarize. Polarize your Warframe, but that'll make your Warframe go back to 0, and you have to start back over again. But, it just depends on the person. But other than Forma, you have lots of other things that you can build. Today, we're going to build a Spectre. There are many types of Spectres. Actually, there's one up for an alert mission right now, Cosmic Spectre. And also 9,200 credits, and you can use that in battle. We're going to get more in depth on that. But first, let's head over to the Foundry, and let's find our Spectre that we're going to craft today. And I'm going to craft this Spectre, and what's going to happen is it's going to run into my third video I'm going to try to make for this weekend. So what's going to happen is I'm going to craft the Spectre, and I'm actually going to make a video of using the Spectre, how to use the Spectre, and how to see, its usefulness actually in battle. So we're going to see. Okay, here you go. See, we have a phase Spectre. Times 5, which means once I craft this, it's going to build 5 of them at a time. So that's how this goes. Now, to better understand this, my webcam will go off, but I'm going to make sure you guys can understand this. So we're going to go over to another scene here so I can better explain Spectre using, of course, the Warframe wiki page. Okay, let's go on over here. Okay, guys, I know you can still hear me, but you probably can't really see me because I do have the webcam off. I want you to see this in full view. Okay, this is an explanation of Spectre gear. Sorry, that's the picture. Now I'm going to go down here, and I want to highlight this spot right here, Cosmic. I hope I can get another mouse later so I can highlight this better. But this is the Cosmic Spectre that I do already have on, but we're going to build the Phase Spectre. Okay, Phase Spectre, or Silver Spectre, and as you can see is easy, medium, or hard difficulty rescue missions, and yields 5 Spectres per year per build. So that is how things are going to go here. As you can see, the manufacturing requirements for this are 30,000 credits, 750 polymer bundle, 5,000 nanospores, 5,000 salvage, and 1,000 alloy plate. The time to build is 8 hours. You can rush it if you want to use 20 platinum, but I'm just going to go ahead and let it build. 8 hours is not that bad, versus building a whole Warframe and other things, But this is the Phase Spectre. There are, as you can see, 4 different types of Spectres, but today we're going to build the Phase. Now, we have notes down here for the actual Spectres themselves. You can equip R cards to your Spectre, but of course, the use of those R cards won't be gained through the whole team. They will only be used for the Spectre. The Spectre will be the only one to get the use of the R card. So the example they have here is if you have Energy Siphon on your Spectre, your team will not regain energy as if a human player was using Energy Siphon. So you have to keep that in mind. And also, one note that I did see down here that I was not reading in depthly, but Spectres can be affected by status procs, including radiation, in which cases the Spectre will temporarily turn on players, even kill them in some cases. So you do have to be careful. Just like your actual Sentinel can turn on you and kill you, your Spectre can do the same. But specters are basically, let's just say, the same as like a sentinel, except it's a part of your gear. You go in the game, they can spawn at the beginning, or you take a ball, you throw it, you actually spawn it. You can actually aim where it's gonna spawn at, and they'll help you fight. So it's kind of the same as a sentinel, but they use the loadout of your Warframe. They look exactly like your Warframe, except I will add they do not use the skins, colors that your Warframe currently is wearing. They're probably just going to use the generic version. I did see that. Yeah, Spectres will not copy the colors or helmet you use when assigning its loadout. So it probably just comes straight in a generic version. So if you're using Excalibur, Oberon, whatever the generic colors for that, is probably just going to use the generic colors for Excalibur, Oberon, Nyx, whoever the loadout you use for it will be. And I'm pretty sure the weapons will be the same too. Probably won't have skins on the weapons as well. But this is the general assessment for Spectres. And then also for let's read this top. Completed Spectres can also be donated to a clan in order to create Spectre regiments by using one of the stations in the Orkin lab, which can be deployed to a solar rail to bolster its defenses against attacking players. So this is actually another thing that will help your clan in your solar rail building and solar rail defense, and also winning battles versus other clans when you build a solar rail. So Spectres are quickly becoming a nice puzzle piece to complete a masterful picture in the game of Warframe. So we're gonna go ahead and head back over here. Let me snap this to the side and let's get back to the PS4. Okay, hey guys, I'm back. Trying not to pull a T-pin Dell there. Don't want him to get mad at me. But let's look at this. We have Phase Spectre, as I said. Actually, it looks like it's different. I'm gonna look over here to the side for a second. Oh no, man, it's not different. Okay. For a second, I thought it said 700 polymer bundle on the computer, but it says 750 here, and I have plenty enough. So let's see this. Okay, got 750 polymer bundle, the 5,000 animal spores, the 5,000 salvage. As you can see, I'm bolstering a 53,000 salvage at the moment, and then 1,000 alloy plate, and I'm got 21,000 plus alloy plate. I think I'm doing pretty good, and of course the 30,000 credits to build it. So that's pretty much nothing to me. I'm gonna drop down to probably 600,000 credits, but it's fine. And I find myself getting close to 1,000,000 credits, guys, but every time something happens, I end up building something, and then there it goes. But we're gonna go ahead and build this while I explain pretty much the Foundry in general. So let's go ahead and start building this. Okay, see, this is how you build Spectre. You have to set its loadout. Currently I have my Excalibur, the Gargata, the Viper, and the dual heat swords, and that's pretty much what I want and where I want this in, because I like my Viper, I like the dual heat swords. My Excalibur is rank 30, so why not? But at the same time, you can choose anything else. So I'm gonna exit here. I'm gonna go and let's go to my arsenal and let's equip my Oberon. Let's go back to the Foundry and let's go to my Spectre again. See, now you see this? It says Conclave rating 600 required. Now, as you see, that X is there. Why is that X there? I want to use my Oberon. Now, I want to make sure that you understand this very clearly. Let's go to my arsenal so you can better explain this. Now, you see the Conclave rating for my Oberon is currently at 585. He's not that far from a Conclave rating of 600, but he is away. Is on the bottom right hand side if you can't follow me. Sorry about that. Where his health, his shield, his armor, his power, and stamina, and then right below that his Conclave rating of 585. But you go back to my Excalibur. My Excalibur has a Conclave rating of 634. So you do have to have a certain Conclave rating to use your Spectres for a certain loadout. So, and I'm gonna show you that right here. Spectres. So you have your mini conclave rating, which is 0. Then you have your mini conclave rating for Spectre, Phase Spectre, which is 600. Then your Force Spectre is 1200, and your Cosmic Spectre is 1800. So if you have a Cosmic Spectre blueprint and you want to use it, you still have to have a Warframe with the conclave rating of 1800 for Cosmic Spectre, 1200 for Force Spectre, and then your Phase Spectre 600, which I currently have, and then your Vapor Spectre, which is pretty much 0. So anybody can use the Vapor Spectre. But we're going to be using Phase Spectre today. So let's go ahead and use my caliber for that. Let's go to the Foundry and get it building, and we'll explain some more stuff. Gear, okay, Phase Spectre. Okay, see, this is loadout, Excalibur, Grakata, Viper, dual heat swords. Pretty much what they're going to be using. I'm going to click apply. Are you sure you want to override your existing loadout for this Spectre? Click OK. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and build. Drop down to 690,000 plus credits, and it's building. It will be done in 8 hours, and I can say that it's going to be around about 9:30 today, 9:35 to be exactly, or 9:36 depending on the seconds. So while that's building, we're going to explain all of this. Okay, as you can see, you have a tab for all in progress, which I really love that, because I don't have to go looking for, oh, I don't know if that's done, because sometimes I don't look at my watch correctly and maybe I miscalculate. I want to see how much more time I got, and then recalculate. Love that tab. Then also ready to build. I like this tab because I don't have to go looking for what I already have that is full of its materials. So I already know what's ready to build now just by looking at this list. And then we have Warframe. It's pretty much for Warframe spots, Warframe parts and pieces, and also full Warframe. And an example of that would be down here at the bottom. I have the Vauban blueprint, but of course, as you can see, I don't have the Vauban helmet, Vauban chassis, or Vauban systems. Excuse me. Currently built, and I actually don't even have them in my inventory, so I have to go farm for the rest of his pieces. But as you can see up above it, I have the Valkyrie chassis and the Valkyrie helmet. And let's just say I had the Valkyrie systems as well and the blueprint. Then once I build those and then put it together with the actual blueprint like Vauban here, I'll be able to build Valkyrie. The only thing so far I've built is Nyx, and I do have extra Nyx pieces. And then I have some Ember Prime. I have Ember Prime helmet, Ember helmet, and Ember systems. So I have a lot of stuff that's currently ready to build, but you don't just build stuff aimlessly. You want to make sure you have a strategy to it. And you have a slot for your rifle, handguns, melee weapon, sentinel, appearance, gear, as we were already at, your keys, and miscellaneous. Miscellaneous will fall under your extractors, Forma, Orkin Catalyst, Orkin Reactor, and of course there's another extractor down here. Okay, now first we're gonna sit here and look at keys. Keys are very important. You see the bleeding key, the decaying dragon key, extinguished dragon key, hobbled dragon key. Now those 4 keys you do take into the Orkin Derelict missions, which are here. I have all the keys for those. All the keys. There you go. Let's see. Orkin Derelict Assassinate, Orkin Derelict Capture, Orkin Derelict Defense, Orkin Derelict Exterminate, and Orkin Derelict Survival. And the last key down here is the Vihek frequency triangulator, which I have not even started on. But all of these keys, are very important. So these keys right here open doors in the Orkin Derelict to get you special mods, or rare mods that you can attach to your Warframe and give him a bolster of defense, offense. And some of them are actually double-edged swords. There was one I got for I think it was a rifle, and it was for power, but it was like minus something else. So it was like plus this on power, but minus 5 on accuracy. So you have to watch out for the double-edged swords. Now, a better example of better mods I would actually get my hands on, and I actually almost have all of them already, is the Nightmare mods. The Nightmare mods do drop on weekends, like currently now is Saturday. So it'd be a good time to go farming for Nightmare mods. and I actually almost have all of the nightmare mods. So I'm actually pretty close to having all of them, and they're very useful. Um, I will explain that in a totally different video though, because right now we're talking about the Foundry. But if you want to get very rare mods and you're making keys in the Foundry here, then the Ark and Derelict would be your place to go. And make sure you have, of course, 3 other people with you, because you have to carry all 4 of these keys. Because if you just carry one, but it's not that key, then you're screwed. You can't open that door. You carry the Decaying Dragon key, but it's the Extinguished Dragon key that you need. You pretty much just kind of effed yourself, or shot yourself in the foot, so to speak. So you need a whole group of people to go with you. It's going to be a group of 4, so you and 3 other people, and everybody has to carry 1 key. And you have to pay attention to the plus and minus of each key, because I'm not going to go over this in all its detail, but I'm going to press details on this key. And health is greatly reduced while key is equipped. So when you carry the Bleeding Dragon key, your health is greatly decreased. Yeah, health greatly reduced. Same thing. But so pretty much pay attention to that. But I wanted to point out that as you look at this, all these keys, if you look down the right hand side, except for the Vihec frequency triangulator, all of these keys only take 1 minute to craft, and almost close to nothing on resources. So I could literally craft one of these keys while this video is going on. But, kind of pointless since I'm not currently about to go into the Ark and Derelict. Okay, next you have gear, which, of course, we're, crafting the Phase Spectre. You have your team ammo, your team energy restore, your team heal restore, your team shield restore, and that is it. Currently that I have. And of course, your cipher. And your cipher, very useful. Single-use device used for auto-hacking the lockdown control panels. So if you don't feel like hacking, or maybe it just keeps trolling you, giving you a pattern that you don't really know, you can use the cipher to kind of go ahead and just go through that. And most of the stuff here, besides my Phase Spectre, and at the everything except my Phase Spectre is only one. It takes 1 minute to craft. So team ammo restore, energy restore, team hero restore, and team shield restore. Everything 1 minute. That's it. I wouldn't even see the point in rushing it. I mean, matter of fact, I'm gonna build a cipher just to show you. Starts building just the same. Took off I think like 1,000 credits, which is nothing at the end of the day. And as you see to the right here, I want to point this out. People actually rush this, which I don't know why. 1 platinum? For what reason? 1, that's a waste of platinum. I mean, it's 1 platinum, but trust me, platinum is money. It's actually money. So I don't see the point. Like, I'm talking to you currently right now. This thing is already down to almost about 25 seconds. So what's going on here? Now it's getting close. 22, 21, 20 seconds. Like, it's almost done. Almost done. You've been just pretty much sitting here looking at me. Look at it. So there's no point in rushing anything that's going to be on 1 minute. I don't even think it should be an option, but I just figure I'd point that out because people are just wasting their platinum. But I mean, some people have hell of a lot of platinum, so why not? But as you can see, the cipher is ready to claim. So when something is ready to claim, you're just going to come over here, click claim. And it says built item added to your inventory. That is perfect. Okay. That is pretty much the gist of the Foundry, guys. I mean, it's pretty much where you build your weapons, your Warframe pieces, and also your weapons, your Warframe pieces, your keys, and also your extractors. Excuse me, and also other sentinels. Because once you have a clan and you research other sentinels in your dojo, you're gonna actually build sentinels that you cannot obtain on the market in any way. So that's another thing. So, and I was looking at weapons last night. I look at weapons. Other people actually go in depth on these weapons since Warframe has been out for a while and more people have been playing it longer than I have. But I look at the weapons and I'm seeing, can I be of use to this? Because like this dark sword here, since we're still talking about the Foundry, it takes 2 neurodes to actually use to build this dark sword. And if I'm not mistaken, neurodes fall on Jupiter. Let me see here. Let's go back. Start chart. Let's go to Jupiter. No, it's not Jupiter. It's probably where did those neurodes fall? I fought a boss, and I can't remember which boss I was fighting, or I was farming for those neurodes. I want to say it was. Was it? I mean, they fall on Eris, but I don't think I was on Eris when I fought that boss. Weird. Was it Eris that I was fighting? Because I know a certain boss on Saturn, but certain boss on Saturn actually gives you Orkin cells. Oh, I was thinking of neural sensors. Never mind. Okay, it was Eris. I guess I dropped the ball on that one. I was actually on Eris, but gotta watch out. And a new alert mission actually popped up a second ago. Let me check it out while I'm sitting here with you guys. And as you can see, this mission, I don't know if that's an aura card, but it because usually it does say aura on the bottom, but this is a alert mission that gives out an actual mod, and it says pistol scavenger. So that's why I want you guys to kind of pay attention to these, to the missions, and make sure you know exactly what's going on. And I think the other one that popped up, and that one's just for credits, so that's pointless to me. But yeah, you have to be very careful, because like that melee weapon, this melee weapon is okay, but it uses 2 neurodes, and neurodes are kind of a pain in the butt to get at times. I mean, if you know where to farm and you have a really good group of people, then fine, you can farm, maybe half the day and then sit there and you have a good little handful of neurodes to use. But you have to remember, if you're in a clan, then you're probably going to be using your resources for your clan and then also for yourself. So you have to just kind of watch out where you're spending certain things. Neurodes, Orkin cell. As you can see, I only have 1 Orkin cell. Let me go to the bottom down here. Look to the right, you'll see 1 Orkin cell. And also Oxium is something that is very hard to get. Very, very hard to just get in groups. And surprisingly, I have double digits on neural sensors. If you look to the right here, and neural sensors is another one of those drops that you just have to know where to farm, know where to go, and have the patience to go through the mission over and over and over. In hindsight, you will have a lot of credits after farming for certain items over and over, and you'll look up and then build something, and then you still will have a plus in that category for credits. But just pay attention, because you don't want to be spending too much of your vital resources if you do have to help your clan, or first help yourself if you need to rank up or something of that sort. But that's pretty much it for the Foundry, besides my last point, which is looking at my Dacra Prime here. I do not have the blade for it, the handle, or 15 Orkin cells. So that is a thing, 15 Orkin cells. Quite funny. But the thing about this thing is, as you can see, I'm XP locked. I want to show, I think there's a weapon that I am XP locked for, that I do have a piece for it, but it doesn't even check it off. Let me see, let's go down. It's not the Sestra, something else, because I farm a lot of stuff, so let's find this. Gotta go back up now. Nothing. No, it's nothing. That's nothing. But I was pretty sure that if you're XP locked for something, I was gonna show you that even if you have the piece, I don't think it checks it off because you're XP locked for it. So it's kind of pointless. You can't even use it. So, and I think for the Sestra, I have to be either rank 4 or rank 5 or something like that. I really need to pay attention to that, but I will be using my dual Sestra later on. I got that from the dojo, clan dojo. So that is a pure point of giving resources to the clan. Everybody kind of wins at the end of the day. All you have to do is pay for the blueprint, and if you have Sestra Feldron Forma, go ahead and build it. 25,000 credits, and you're on your way to having dual Sestra. And oh, yes, I was actually that's what it was. I was XP locked for the Detron over here, but I'm no longer XP locked for the Detron, and I have a Detron receiver. I just need the Detron barrel. But currently I'm not XP locked for it anymore, so now it actually puts a check on my Detron receiver, or maybe it's always been there, but since it's been a while, I don't know. But just watch out if you're XP locked for something. I know for a fact you're not going to be able to build it, but you know, it might not even check off if you have the resource. But you know, just don't panic. You still have the resource. You just can't build it right now because you're XP locked. Okay, but I have enjoyed talking to you guys about the Foundry, about, you know, certain items that are hard to get, and certain items in which you may have to farm for. But just to close out this video, as you look at my items on the right hand side, go to the top, you have the alloy plate, circuits, control module, detonite ampule, ferrite, Feldron sample. Let's go down, got gallium, golem nav coordinate, morphix, mutagen sample, nanospores, nav coordinate. Of course, nav coordinate is different from the golem nav coordinate. Just want to point that out so you don't get confused. Neurosensors, neuros, orkin, cell, oxium, plastids, polymer bundle, rubido, salvage, and of course, as you can see, the actual pieces for weapons. So even as the Paris Prime, I have the Paris Prime lower limb here, and the Detron receiver. Parts of weapons are actual materials because they go into it. So like when I build an Ember helmet, the Ember helmet becomes a component because it goes into the Warframe. So just pay attention to anything you build, even if it's just a helmet, chassis, and systems, those become components once you finish them. And then once you put them into the Warframe, now, you know, it makes it whole. So those are still components, or they're blueprints, but once you finish them, they'll become components because they go into something else. So that is that part. And then also down here, the Moonlight Thirst Cone Extract and the Sunlight Thirst Cone Extract. But those are pretty much the gist of anything that you can get that can be components for the Foundry, and that is how you operate the Foundry. If you have any more questions, something that you may want me to go more specific on, just put it in the description here. You know, I just want to go ahead and give you the gist of it and how it goes. I mean, it's pretty much straightforward, simple. If you have the resources for it, and of course the cash, and you're not XP locked if it's a weapon and or Warframe, because you can't be XP locked for a Warframe. I'm currently XP locked for Rhino, and I'm pretty sure, I guess I'll be XP locked for Rhino Prime. I'm not sure about that. I don't know, but since I don't have the pieces for him, doesn't really matter. But you can be XP locked for a Warframe and weapon, or weapon if you don't have one. But that is the Foundry. If you need anything else, just pretty much, like I said, put it in the description. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Sk8 Boy Q. Chilling, making videos for you guys, and I pretty much enjoy it. I'm about to run some alert missions right quick, and like I said, once the Spectre gets done, I'm gonna make another video, hopefully this weekend, using the Spectre, showing how to use the Spectre. I'm probably gonna use it with my new Warframe Nyx, or I'm gonna use it with my Oberon. Just depends how I feel at the moment. But I do have a new Warframe that I need to get started on, but my Oberon is not even ranked 30 yet, so I'm still thinking about it. But I will see you guys next time when I'm talking about the Spectres, and showing how to utilize the Spectre. Don't know if you heard that, was my notification back there. This has been Sk8 Boy Q. When you hear, you're gaming. Game on. See you guys later.